Today I'm making a turkey meatball for you and gluten-free pasta. I shredded half an onion there because I can't shred that well, so I give up whenever I'm tired. And then I'm going to put the meat there. This is turkey thighs. Can't say that word. I'm going to mix this onion in it. I also have some dried basil. Since the basil is not ready yet, I have just a little sliver of basil here too that I'm going to chop in there. So a tablespoon of dried basil. I have some dried oregano I'm going to put in there. I'm also going to put some fresh oregano in the sauce, because the sauce is going to be from tomato paste. Instead of buying a ready-to-go sauce, I'm just going to use tomato paste and some water and create a sauce, since I always have tomato paste at home. So that will work for me. I also have a couple of spices here. I have some fennel, a little bit of cayenne as usual to give a kick to the food, and some coriander. So I'm going to put those there and also mix them real well. Now I make meat every day. One day is turkey, one day is chicken, one day is lamb. So it's good to rotate your meat and not eat the same thing every day. One day is beef, so it helps also that you don't get bored from the food. I'm going to make some meatballs. I have some onion sauteing already, so while I'm making my meatballs, the onion will be sauteed. As usual, I forgot the salt, so I have to grab the salt real quick. It's not too late. I only made a few meatballs, so I'm gonna just pour it in there. So there we go. And I can put some in the sauce, so it won't be that bad. There's our meatballs. You can make them smaller, make them larger, however you like. It will work. They're gonna all be chewed and swallowed, and it will be the same thing in the belly. So here we are. We have quite a few meatballs, and I'm gonna put them in the pan while the onion is sauteing. I'll just caramelize them on both sides for a little bit. As you see, they're not that round, so it's okay if your meatballs are not round. There we go. Let's see, I have 4, 6, 8, 10. That's good. It's pretty good. I always try to have extras for a guest if they ring the bell. I would love people to actually do that, but most people don't do that these days. So now I'm going to show you what else I'm going to put in the sauce. This is my tomato paste. I will have a couple of spoons like that size. It will be a little bit bigger than a tablespoon. So 2 of that for the sauce, but I'm going to let the meatballs saute a little bit. This is my tiny little bit of basil that I have, and I have some fresh oregano. I'm going to also use those. I also have some thyme, T-H-Y-M-E, thyme, just a little bit. So the way you do it, you just pull and you get all the little tiny baby leaves off of it. There's your thyme. So these, I don't really have to chop them because it's going to make him darker too fast. I'm just going to put them in the sauce when I put the tomato paste in there. I also have chive. You've probably seen in most of my videos I have chive in every food almost. I planted lots of chive so I can have plenty of it anytime I want to. So this is from my garden. You can just plant a couple of onions that are growing or garlic and easily you have some chive. You can use them in salad, cooking. It helps the food to be delicious and the salad too. So this is about a handful of chive. I'm going to put it in there while these are sauteing. We'll see how these look. Yeah, they're okay. They could caramelize more. So there we go. I'm gonna let the other side caramelize longer than this side. We will stop for a minute and I'll show you how they looked on the other side and then put the rest of the ingredients in there. So it's almost ready for the sauce. Some of them they're caramelized a little bit and some are not, but that's okay since we're gonna cook our noodles right inside here. I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of this tomato paste. I'm making everything in one pot instead of making the sauce in a different pot. I'm gonna just make the sauce right here. So the way you do the sauce, you get the tomato paste cooked about a few minutes in this juices that the meat and the onions created. At the same time, I'm going to put our beautiful, delicious, fresh herbs, oregano, thyme, and a little bit of basil. When the basil, fresh basil in my backyard is grown nice and taller, I will harvest some more, but now I can't harvest it yet. I wait till my basil actually is ready. I don't usually purchase basil since I grow it all the time. Now this tomato paste, even though it looks very little, but it's gonna make a lot of color. It's gonna be really red. The food is gonna be very colorful. So I cook it for a while, and then to make the sauce, all you do is have some hot water ready. So I'm going to pour the hot water. I'm going to bring it just to cover the meatballs, and then mix it again to get everything mixed together. Right there, see how the sauce is gorgeous? There we go. If you want, you can cook the noodles separate, but I just cook everything in the same pot. If it's harder for you and you're afraid they might stick and, you know, get mushy, or you're not sure about it, because these are gluten-free, they're a little bit harder to cook than regular noodles. You just have to cook them right so they stay together and they won't be mushy. But it should work. I'm going to put the temperature lower. I had it pretty high since I wanted everything to cook. Now this is a organic brown rice gluten-free penne. You can use more noodles than this. That's all I had today, so I'm going to work with that. I just work with what I have at home. I try not to go too many times to the grocery store. Every time you go, you buy more than what you need. I would need a tiny bit more water for them. As you see, they're kind of filled up the pan, but it looks like it can be dry. With these noodles, you can always check them. If you see there's need for more water, you can go ahead and add a little bit more. You have hot water ready. or mix them so they won't stick to each other, since we're doing it all in one pan. I don't like washing dishes, so I create food that is all in one pan food. There we go. We have that. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more salt, since I didn't really put enough salt in my meat, and my noodles need salt. My tomato paste does not have salt, so that's also the reason for me to put a little bit more salt in there. So everything is together in one pot. I'll put just a tiny bit more water. So it would be about a cup of water, since I had all those juices from the onions running around in the meat. There we go. We put the lid on. It's on the low heat. It's gonna cook about 20 minutes. The package should tell you how long it takes for these noodles to cook, so just go with the package. I usually just give it 20 minutes, check it, and then if it's cooked, it's done. Enjoy cooking, have fun, and thank you for watching.